Well, most of us work hard outdoors, landscaping, gardening, and picking out the perfect furniture for our patios so we can soak up that summer sun in our yards. But living on the West Coast means we get to enjoy spending time outside well into the fall. Ace Hardware's home expert, Lou Manfredini, is here to give us some tips on how to refresh your home and yard from a summer to a fall space. Thank you so much for being with us today, Lou.
My pleasure. You're right, you do get to enjoy the outside weather way more than the rest of us.
We're very, very spoiled, and but I'm guilty of neglecting some things, and I tend to notice about now. So, you know, you've got some great tips on that.
I do. I have a bunch of different things, and this is all things that we can all do. Now, we were talking before the cameras rolled, but you're not really the handiest person, right? But you like things nice.
Of course.
So I'm going to start with something that I know that you can do, is replace light bulbs.
I can do that.
Okay, and one of the things that's going on, and this is very common, of course, in California, is the use of LED lights. The thing that's happened with LED lights now is when they first came out, they were super expensive, and there weren't enough options for them that could fit the need of whatever it is you wanted to do. Now, that's not the case anymore. Whether they're dimmable, regular, standard light bulbs like this, the beauty is these things can be on all day. They don't get really hot. They use 80% less electricity than normal, so this is going to save people a ton of money. And these light bulbs, under average use, can last for like 20 years. So, you know, if you and I were talking about this on TV 5 years ago, this light bulb would have cost $50. You can buy a 4-pack now for like under 20 bucks and never have to change it again.
And you feel good because you know it's good for the environment.
Oh, absolutely.
What are some other things just for the yard?
All right, so let's jump around a little bit.
Okay.
Over here we're out in the yard, we want to make sure that we're not getting bit by bugs.
Yes.
And so that's a big problem. There's a whole line, if you come to our stores, a lot of different types of products. I just have a bunch of the Ace branded products here that can help you with flying insects, with wasps, with hornets, ants, roaches, those types of things that are bothering you when you're outside. That's an easy spray. If you follow the instructions, you can really take care of it. Jumping around to making sure that your garden looks good. Okay, now we've got to conserve water like crazy here.
Oh, we're in a drought, yes.
So whether you're using timers, these are soaker hoses that you can place in. But what happens with this hose is you turn the water on and it literally sweats. And so you place that around bushes or trees or items that you just want to get a little bit of moisture, and it uses very little water. And here in California, a lot of people are using drip irrigation.
Yes.
The problem is that stuff breaks. This is the top of a kit that you can use to go and replace all those fittings. It's a little bit of work, but the thing is, you're costing yourself money, you're wasting water, and you're not feeding your plants, so they don't look good whatsoever. So by doing that, it's going to help make the outside look good. And then speaking of outside, how about some paint?
Yeah, a little bit of paint makes all the difference.
Oh my gosh. This is our line at Clark & Kensington, which is a paint and primer in one, and we have it in both interior and exterior. What's unique about this particular paint is it uses this micro bead technology. So, you know, we're here in the studio. If I was going to fill this studio with basketballs, you could kind of imagine what that would look like. But if I filled it up with little bitty tiny BBs, you'd see the density would be there. Well, it's almost like a powder, and that ceramic coating makes it easy to wash, keep clean, and on the exterior, with the UV protection because of that California sun, whatever color you choose to paint the siding, the front door, the trim, is gonna last.
And also with paint, sometimes it's hard to know the color. I mean, what about when you go to the website? Does it just make it easier? Do you have things on there?
So, I mean, if you go to our website, you know, choosing colors is something that you need to come into the store. I mean, we have all the information about our paints, but those color samples that you're gonna see in our stores are gonna help you break it down for you a little bit, because a splash of color makes a world of difference.
I agree.
Yeah, the whole idea with us, you know, at Ace is we're local, we're in the neighborhood. You know, we don't treat people like a number, you're like a neighbor. One thing, if I can toot our horn, this year we just got the 10th year in a row of the J.D. Power and Associates Award for Most Helpful Home Improvement Store. And so we're really proud of that because we're a group of local people all across the country just trying to help people in our neighborhoods. So you have any kind of questions when it comes to maintaining your home, you know you can come to us and we'll give you the straight answer.
Well, Lou, thank you so much for being on our show. And of course, you can always go to the website, and I just appreciate it.
You got
all
it.
good tips.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you want to find these products at your local Ace Hardware store or visit the website acehardware.com.